If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
For sure, working, like, I ain't gonna discredit it, working. I ain't seen it before. And why beaches when that lamb cutting up, doing up. Going up. Like we live. Working, right? Yeah.
Big. When he pull up to the club,
what do you got?
Rex on him.
When he hopping down the
lamb,
what do you got?
Rex on him. Go performing on the stage.
What do you got?
Rex on him. Free up, go see the plug.
He got
like 300. Rex on him. Think about say so full.
What else?
Think about shit finna explode.
What else?
Oh, ringing off the hood. They want some show. Want some bows. I don't know about shit. Nigga, I'm rapping. Call bro. Run a plug, nigga. Give the hard head.
That's just how it go.
New D, nigga. I ain't seen
nothing like it.
Spend 4 exotic balls on this fit.
I don't even like it.
They see though, nigga. Get the screaming, getting excited.
What else?
Shit, Inter-Council ain't.
I ain't got to write it.
You better know that.
Oh God damn.
Why niggas be playing with me like that, man? Why niggas be ring on?
We put us in the club. I better get down there, nigga. Oh God.
That's what I had.
Need no money count, I think I count a little faster. Put my paper in rubber bands, I like to count money backwards. When you talking to the boss, you need to mind your manners. When you talking to a boss, you need to mind your business. I go Louis V, Chanel pair with a mirror jeans. I'm a real player, nigga, heard you playing gangster. I'm a real boss, nigga, heard these niggas fakers. I know growers that's Korean, shout out to my agents. I be ballin' in LA like I play for the Lakers.
What? Look at Big X the plug on my metal glasses, they shoot. Man, they tripping, bro.
What the fuck? That was he on the floor.
What?
And Danica, you have more information for us on a New Year's Day shooting that we've been covering. Tell us the latest.
Right, yeah, so now we're learning more information about the man that police identified as the person killed in that shooting. Take a look at some of the video we were able to get from the scene after that. Now, this morning, police have confirmed that Dallas rapper Zachary Fields, also known as Zee The Wizard, has died following a shooting on New Year's Day. Now, police tell us initially that 5 people were shot during some sort of altercation outside the Pink House Dallas on Empire Central near Stemmons Freeway. Now, Fields was taken to a local hospital, and just as of yesterday was reported that he did pass away. Zee The Wizard was an up-and-coming artist and friends with another well-known Dallas artist here, Big X the Plug, both claiming to be a part of the new Dallas movement, and he had just signed with a new record label with Future's Free Band music label, if you're familiar with that, just just this past August. So I've seen as I've searched through social media, a lot of people just sharing their feelings about this, sharing how he impacted the Dallas music scene and just how hard of a loss this is. Now, as for police, they say this is an ongoing investigation, and so far they have not released any suspect information in this. We are going to continue to ask them for those updates, as well as try and get some of those responses from those people that didn't know Zee the Wizard.
Good afternoon to our friends, family, and supporters, man. I got on here to tell y'all, don't let nothing or nobody steal your joy. And I mean it. I mean nothing or nobody, bro. Don't let nothing or nobody steal your joy and happiness, bro. Because when you begin to pray for things and the Lord starts blessing you and you're living in your prayers, that's when the devil shows up in all shape, forms, and fashions. And the devil will use anything close to you or anybody close to you as a weapon. And you know we say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And he'll use anybody and anything as a weapon against you to steal your joy. They never said the weapons wouldn't form, but the weapons don't have to prosper. And when you start letting people and things that happen to you steal your joy, that's when the weapons start to prosper. So once again, don't let nothing or nobody steal your joy, man. Value the time that you have on this planet. Value the time that you have with your people. Value the love that you give and receive. Value everything, bro. Just value every second of life. And don't let nothing or nobody steal your joy, man. I love y'all.
Cold-blooded demonstration. Unfortunate situation. I mean, because here it is, a young brother on his way up to the top. Couldn't govern his emotions, his pride, and his ego. This right here is a prime example of sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. Especially if you the bigger person. Now, even if you the smaller person, it don't matter. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. You just can't keep poking the bear. You just can't keep trying to cause problems. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. And I'm not trying to be cold or callous, because this man has lost his life, and I understand his family is going through it. His loved ones, children, his woman, and all that, I know they going through it. But, we got to learn from other people's mistakes. We got to look at this and see, okay, wait a minute, all right, if I go through a situation like that, maybe I need to just, hold fast. Maybe I don't need to put it on the gas. I don't need to, force things to happen. Maybe I just need to just, go ahead and just kick back instead of pursuing the issue, instead of making an issue out of nothing. Because when it all boils down to it, this brother right here done lost his life over throwing some money in the club. You see, that's it. That's not worth a life. I don't care who. That's not worth nobody's life. Just because you was throwing money in the club and your money accidentally got on these Mexican brothers and then they start throwing money over there, intentionally. But does that still mean that you gotta die behind that? Does that still mean that you gotta kill them, the Mexican brothers, behind something like that? You see, look, a lot of the times, we young men and we got them guns on our side, we believe that we are invincible. And being that we have these guns and stuff like that, we really believe in our mind that should nobody disrespect us in no type of way. And if they do, we gonna put this iron on them. That's just how young guys think in the ghettos all across America. But as we can see in this demonstration, it wasn't even the Mexican brothers that killed him. It was his own homeboy. You see, shooting just wildly and not watching where he's shooting at, and killed his friend. So now, the reports that I'm getting, they are saying that, after fighting for his life for 5 days, there was still no brain activity. They looking in his brain because he got a headshot. So they looking in his brain to see if there's any type of activity. Because the activity in the brain is going to show that, hey, hold on, there's some life here. You see, we're not just breathing for him anymore. He got brain activity. He can start breathing for himself. That wasn't the case. And so unfortunately, his loved ones, they had to pull the plug. And that's tough. That's tough to do. You know, I mean, I don't want to wish that on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I done experienced something like that myself, you know, dealing with one of my family members where we had to pull the plug. Like, you know, it's like, man, like, you don't want to go through that. You know, you don't want to go through that. So my sympathy goes out to his family. You know, prayers for their strength and understanding right now, you know. But at the same time, you know, we gotta look at the whole picture, y'all. We gotta look at the whole picture, and we gotta learn and say, okay, what could this brother have did that would have saved his life? You see? And so we gotta look at that, and then we gotta internalize that and say, hold on, okay, if I ever get into a situation like that, I shouldn't pursue the chaos. I said my words, hey man, y'all throwing money on us like that, man, that's disrespectful. Come on, brother, chill out. Well, hey man, you threw money on it. My fault then, brother. I didn't mean to throw no money on you. I'm just throwing it up there, man. If some landed over there, my fault, brother. You understand what I'm saying? This right here is conflict resolution. We got to start be able to talk out problems instead of going to the deadly guns and saying, hey, this is how we fix our problems right here with this iron. No, we got to stop doing that. We got to be able to communicate. And if you can't communicate with somebody and they still acting a fool, then you already know, okay, I got to get away from them. These people right here, they are a clear and present threat. They want problems. I got to remove myself from them. Don't be a fool, though. Protect yourself. Yeah. Protect yourself. Don't be a fool. I'm not saying that. Don't be nobody's fool. But understand, okay, then let me remove myself from this situation. So if they come and be the aggressor, if I do got to put this thing on them, I got a self-defense. You see, I remove myself. I try to get away from the situation. They pursued me. And so now I put it on them. Look, I got a self-defense now. You see what I'm saying? We just got to start thinking a little better. And stop pursuing the madness, because this brother would still be here right now today had he listened to the security guards that was at the Pink House. Because from my understanding, they was trying to stop him from going outside as well. After his homies were trying to stop him, the security guards was like, hey, no, leave that alone, bro. Don't go out there. You see, they even tried to stop him, but he ain't want to hear it. He felt disrespected. And now that cost him his life. It's over with. It's over. And it's sad and it's unfortunate. But again, we gotta learn from these type of behaviors. And I'm not trying to blame this brother. You know, I'm not trying to blame him as being the cause of his death. What happens is when we young like that and we getting that money like that, we do start to feel invincible. And feeling that way, you know, ego and pride is all the way up here. Like, you look, no, I run things. You don't talk to me like that. You don't treat me like I'm no poop butt or nothing like that. We all at once upon a time in our lives got caught up in that ego and that pride thing. So, you know, we got to blame that right there. We can't blame the brother, you know what I'm saying? But that ego and that pride, you see what I'm saying? And by him not being conscious of his ego and pride, that right there is what caused everything. So for you young brothers out there, I'm talking about whether you getting money, whether you rapping, whether you doing whatever you doing, if you ain't even got to be doing none of that, you need to understand your ego and your pride. You got to, because there are multiple, I'm talking about hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people that are dead right now today because of their ego and their pride. Listen, there are some guys that will put their life on the line knowing that they about to lose. They can be surrounded by guys with guns, and the guys with the guns will say, hey man, listen, check this out. Man, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, man, we gonna do this to you. And they'll say, I ain't no punk, man. Y'all got the wrong one. And will die right there. Ego and pride. You see? So it's nothing wrong with having righteous or positive ego. There's nothing wrong with having righteous and positive pride. But there's a major thing wrong with stupid pride, stupid ego. And that's the type of stuff that get people shot, killed, beat up, misused, manipulated. You see? So you want to be careful of that stupid pride, that dumb pride, that stupid ego. You see what I'm saying? That dumb ego. You want to be conscious of that. Because when it hits you, you got to recognize it right then and there and say, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Now, for an example, when I was younger, let me see, I probably was like 16. I'm full-fledged gangbang. I'm out there. I'm with everything. Fighting, scratching, spitting, whatever you want to do. I'm with all that. I'm gone up here. I'm gone right there. And I remember one time I was at a park. And I was trying to show out for some girls. You know, I had the long curl. You know what I'm saying? I got my hat, it's banged to the left. I'm talking about the back way, it's banged hard. And some grown disciples pulled up to the park. They got perms. Hey, shawty, hey, let me holler at you. They in a Cadillac. These is grown men. I'm 15. I walk up to the car like I'm cool. I'm showing out in front of these little girls. I get to the car, the first thing that happened to me, dude slapped the hat off my head. Stepped out the car, these is two full-grown men. I ain't got my pistol on me though. Steps out the car and was like, don't you ever have your hat turned like that hook ass nigga. These is grown men talking to a 15-year-old like this. So what I do? I look at him, I look at my hat on the ground, and I grab my hat. And he said, you better not put that motherfucking hat to the left. And I said, no, I ain't gonna put it to the left. I held my hat in my hand, embarrassed, in front of the girls, in front of these men, and I walked my ass to the crib with my hat in my hand. You see? Now, most guys would be like, man, y'all got me messed up, man. I'm finna grab my hat and I'm finna bang it back to the left. This vice lord, man, I'm gonna die for it. No, not old hood educated. No, I was intelligent enough, even at a young age, to recognize, look, I'm outgunned, I'm outnumbered. These full grown men, they can beat me with their hands if they wanted to. I couldn't do nothing with them. These is grown men. But by the way they treated me, I already knew, like, hey, listen, they don't mind killing teenagers. The way they treated me, they don't mind it. And I understood that. I picked up on that immediately. Now, once I made it to the crib and got myself together, now I'm ready to do whatever y'all want to do now. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm going back to the park with a vengeance. Hey, look, hold on. Y'all ain't finna embarrass me like that and all that. By the grace of God, I'm glad they was gone, so I didn't, because they probably still would have killed me. But I had my, and I'm thinking to myself, now the playing field is equal now. You understand? Now I can go back and get down. But they was gone. You see? But a lot of guys die like that. A lot of guys in these gangs, they will die for their gang. Just like that. And so that's why we got to protect our ego. We got to protect our pride. And we got to let it not misuse us. Because in misusing us, it can cost us our lives. And we got to be aware of our environments. For those of you brothers who enjoy strip clubs and night bars and nighttime entertainment and all that old type of stuff, you got to understand something. The gangsters come out at night. Yeah, the criminals come out at night. So if you at one of these strip clubs and bars and all that old type of stuff, you gotta understand your surroundings. You gotta know the room. Listen, there are people in here with intentions to kill. They don't care. There are people in here that can't control their liquor or their drugs, and if you step on their feet or anything, you bump them wrong, you look at them wrong, they will kill you behind that. Yeah, sure. You know, these places, they have, you know, security. Some of them have armed security and stuff like that. But security can only do so much. Especially when you got somebody out their mind and they really want to do something to you. Security can only do so much. So, you know, we can't blame these businesses and stuff like that for doing business. You know, they ain't doing business saying, hey, look, come over here. You're going to get shot and killed tonight. This is what we want to do. No, they in it trying to make some money. It's the people that cause the chaos. You see, it's the unguided that cause all that misery and pain to people that don't care about nobody else. You see? Now, in this demonstration here that went on with Zee The Wizard at Pink House, you know, they was cool enough, you know, to put out a message. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, because a lot of the times when stuff happen in these strip clubs and these bars and stuff like that, it's regular programming for them. Oh, if somebody got killed, all right, we ain't got nothing to do with it, so hey man, we gonna go on. You know what I mean? But these guys right here put out a message, and I gotta honor and respect them for that. Check it out. The Pink House, Dallas.
Hey, see, I'm making grip like a horsey. I'm going through sticks and that ice, but I ain't never play hockey. That hustling shit in my body, but if I ain't flipping that bitch, then I'm robbing the party. They stepping on shit, hardly. Jumping in the game off the top rope, I feel like Jeff Hardy. And the ice on my chain with the valley. Really too late for niggas, I'm spinning out north. The game we are on it. Yeah, we been having some muscles, just waiting to sport.
They got pajamas on.
See, we talking about it.
600 business, nigga. I'm gonna give you 600,000 reasons, nigga. Now get some money in 2026.
Hey, boy, remember all the girls who were on the stage?
Hey, hold on, X. Hey, X. You remember you used to come in there, motherfucker? You used to be like, hey,
I go by the name of Big X the Plug. You might not know me. But when I meet you, motherfucker, I guarantee you don't know my name, nigga.
drop that shit here, Dad.
Hold up, my nigga.
Hey, I know for a fact y'all better take care of me today. Oh, my mama.
We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of life that occurred on New Year's Eve in the parking lot of Pink House, Dallas. Our hearts go out to the victims' families, loved ones, and all those affected by this senseless act of violence. We extend our sincere condolences during this incredible, difficult time. Pink House Dallas is fully cooperating with law enforcement and is committed to assisting authorities in every way possible as they work to identify and apprehend the individual responsible. We ask that the community keep the family and friends of the victim in their thoughts and prayers. Now, I know some of the street guys down there in Dallas or all throughout the United States of America don't agree with companies helping law enforcement solve crimes, but you got to understand, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. This is their obligation. This would at least they owe the family that much. You feel what I'm saying? And being that they doing this, now hopefully other street guys that come to Pink House Dallas will understand that, hold on, this is not the place to be gang banging. This is not the place to be trying to kill somebody. This right here is a place that we can go kick it and entertain each other and then go home and wake up the next morning. We don't have to worry about getting shot or people trying to shoot us at Pink House Dallas. Why? Because we already know what's going to happen. So this right here should be a deterrent for all the thugs that want to come and just disrupt people's lives because they get upset. Now, for those of you who want to see that video, I will have you click the link that's pinned at the top of the comment section and go over there to my other channel and check that video out. But if you're not into that type of stuff, allow me to say, look, don't go over there. Leave that alone because there's more content over there of that nature. So if you want to check that video out, click the link, go over there, get you a membership, and check out the rest of the content over there. You see what I'm saying? So at least they trying to show some type of sympathy, some type of empathy, and they understand what's going on. And not only that though, the cold-blooded part about this strip club here, Pink House, is that they cooperating with the police. They ain't on no hood time, they ain't on no street time or none of that type of stuff. They like, nah, listen, check this out, man. We fully cooperating with the police. And so all them cameras, them 32 cameras that they got surrounding that strip club, yeah, you gotta believe that the police got all that footage. They got all that. So his friend, Zee the Wizard friend, the one that killed him, listen, they own you. You gotta believe. You gotta believe that, listen, your days on the earth is numbered because they coming to get you. They gonna lock you up for your homeboy's murder. Yeah, and look, that's that gotta be messed up. I don't even want to imagine nothing like that. I'm out with my homie, we get into it, and I get to shooting at some people, and I kill my own friend. Come on. That gotta be the worst. That boy right there feeling bad. I'm talking about horrible. And not only that, you kill your friend, but then now you finna go do time for his murder? Whew. That's not good. That's not good. That man right there is mentally disturbed right now. Mentally disturbed. And he need to be somewhere hiding because you never know what the family might be thinking now. Being that the videos and stuff like that done slipped out and you can actually see him shooting with. So yeah, no. He got so much to be worried about. He got the police to be worried about. He got loved ones of Zee the Wizard, worried. He got to worry about them. He got to worry about the friends that are around him that could be mad about what happened, even though it was an accident. You see, those type of accidents people don't forgive you for. People won't get back, even though it was an accident. And just, people like blame and stuff. So it's like, man, why you weren't looking when you were shooting? Now we got to knock you down for killing our family member, for killing our homeboy. You see? So yeah, no, he going through a lot right now. And if you want to be honorable and you did something wrong, man, go on down there and tell them people, hey man, listen, it was an accident. They got the videotape. So ain't no, hey, it wasn't me and all that. No, they got the whole videotape of you being with Zee the Wizard the whole time. Y'all walking through the strip club and all that. What y'all did when y'all left the strip club. What y'all did when you shot Zee the Wizard and when y'all grabbed him and took him to the house. They got all that. So ain't no way around that right there. You might as well go ahead, go all the money you got stacked up, go get you the best lawyer that you can and say, hey man, listen, this was an accident. But I don't think that's going to be enough for you because they're going to say, well, who was you shooting at and why was you shooting? Was anybody shooting at you? You see? And from my understanding, wasn't nobody shooting at them. They were shooting at unarmed people. So yeah, no, his homeboy is in for it. His homeboy is in for it. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here. Young brothers, y'all running around here with all these weapons and switches and all that old type of stuff. Listen, your homeboy can end up killing you on an accident. Yeah, while y'all going sliding and all that old type of stuff, we finna go slide on the ops and all that, and everybody want to shoot this heavy artillery, 200 rounds, and all y'all want to do all that. Understand something, that you can die, not by the ops, not by the ops, but by your own homeboy. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.